Hey, I'm Fucci and welcome to Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. It's Fat Tuesday in Tiny Kitchen Land. We're making Bourbon Street glazed carrots. That's right, we're taking smooth Kentucky bourbon, mixing it up with a little heat of New Orleans. It's Mardi Gras. Let the good times roll. And bring it. So what you're gonna need is good old Kentucky bourbon, brown sugar, carrots, cayenne pepper, thyme, salt, pepper, butter, and red wine vinegar. You'll also need a frying pan, tongs, vegetable peeler, and a sharp knife. Now I've got some great foodie friends here in Los Angeles, and one of my friends owns an amazing cooking school in Santa Monica, and she recently invited me to take one of their classes. Now get this, it's called the Whiskey Club. That's right, they take a variety of whiskeys and pair it with each course of the meal. Well, as I was sitting there, nibbling on my glazed carrots and sipping my very refined whiskey, I was thinking, what if these were cooked together? And Bourbon Street carrots were born! Now, preparation for this dish could not be simpler. You know how to use one of these. You just go ahead and peel the carrots. We will cut off the end and the tip. Cut them in 2-inch segments. Voila. And then we will cut them in half. Now when you're cutting carrots, they roll a lot, so make sure you just have a nice steady base. These smaller ones we can keep in halves. The larger ones, we are just gonna cut into quarters. Now an interesting fun fact about carrots have a lot of sugar in them, so the smaller you cut them, the sweeter they get, because all those little sugar molecules, they get broken up, and so they get a little bit sweeter. We're gonna transfer this to our mixing bowl and head to the stove. All right, I've got a pan over medium-high heat. Add 1 tablespoon of butter. Let that melt. Add the carrots. Give those a stir. See, the carrots are starting to get a nice little char on them. That's the sugars in the carrots starting to caramelize. Okay, these are getting close to where we want. I'm gonna make sure that I manually turn a couple of these that might not be hitting all sides. Hit it with the red wine vinegar and the whiskey. Ooh, listen to it bubble. Now we're gonna reduce this by half so that the whiskey cooks down, cooks out the alcohol, but still leaves that great bourbon flavor. Bourbon and whiskey, it's the same thing, come on. Actually, it's not, it's a different type of whiskey. Add the remaining tablespoon of butter. Let that melt down with the brown sugar. Oh, look at that. Cook these for just a couple minutes more. Add a little bit of the cayenne pepper. Let's plate it up. So check these out. I have topped them with a little bit of parsley for a garnish. The sweet smell of bourbon is in the air. I know you're gonna want the recipe for this, and it's available on our website. You can also check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And when you try these, please let us know about them in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Fucci reminding you that if I can make Bourbon Street glazed carrots in a kitchen this tiny, you can make them in yours. We'll see you next time on Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. Oh, that is a winner. A little Tiny Kitchen fun fact for you. Sometimes you hear whiskey, sometimes you hear bourbon. Well, bourbon is a whiskey made of at least 51% corn. Let the good times roll!